Hello everyone, my name is Stunnington, and welcome back to Cupid, a visual novel. Now, in the last video, we were standing here by... I forgot her name. By our little friend who's passed away. We were having a nice conversation with Guilleme. I guess about life, I don't remember. Anyway, let's continue. Anyway, would you like to go around town? I'd very much like to take you someplace more cheery. How about our favorite spot? Oh, we have a favorite spot. Guilleme smiled with understanding. Ooh. Oh, that's nice. The pair traveled up a hill at the edge of town. There, the view overlooked the quaint village. The sunset painted everything in the pink glow of dusk of endings. It is always so beautiful here. They used to spend time in this grassy knoll, the three of them. Oh. It was their own little hideaway. Memories of the past crept up on every corner. The ghosts of laughter echoed in the wind. Rosa touched the trunk of the small tree they had carved their names on. So many fond memories. Rosa, I want you to have this. Guilleme took Rosa's hand and placed the item in her palm. It was a simple silver locket. She looked up at him questioningly. I have had that for as long as I can remember. One of my remembrance of the past. I can't take this. Oh, there's gonna be a picture inside of it or something? You must. You need it more than I do. But it's old, and the locket doesn't even open anymore. Oh. I don't know why I've held on to it for so long. I can't even remember how I came to have it, but it comforts me. Maybe it will have the same effect for you. ... This is your treasure, Guilleme. It feels wrong to take it. On the contrary, I believe you must have it. Call it a hunch or a feeling, an urge on my part. I am not good with expressing sorrow, or even giving comfort. But I want to do something, at least, for you. He closed his hand over hers, affirming the gift. It's yours. Please, take it. You're wrong if you think I am letting you stay in the castle simply for Catherine's sake. I do it of my own accord. Let me do this for you, Rosa. We have been friends for quite a while. If you need to leave, at least stay until you feel ready to go. All right. But I'll continue working in your household for my lodging. You don't have to do that. I can raise your status to a lady. You can read and write now, and very well. I'm sure you will be more comfortable in a higher position. I have no need for a higher position. Just free access to your library. You have come a long way from the shy girl back then, Rosa. Yes, she has. I'm proud of her for that. Watching you grow has been a pleasure. Yes, the library is yours. They were quiet for a while, only conversing through looks, smiles, and tiny sighs. Rosa realized that she had been holding onto Guilleme's hand all that time. She broke off from his hold, rather embarrassed. Oh. We should head back. You're right. It's getting quite late. Guilleme walked over to the carriage to get ready. Excellent, child. Being a maid in this household will give you free access to the rooms. He trusts you completely. It seems that the candle worked. I guess so. Rosa looked at the silver necklace in her hand. She fiddled with it, trying to open the lock. I am a very curious mother, and I do want to know what's inside. But decisions. I'll open it. It might come out to bring us more understanding of what's going on with Guilleme. So we open it. Dot dot dot. Open that locket. I'd like to see what is inside. Yeah. An object that he owns will make any enchantment more powerful, or give us some information about what's happened to him. Rosa fussed with the pendant for a while, but like Guilleme said, it was stuck. I'll try again later, Mother. I'm rather curious about it myself. The spell will start its effects in stages, gradually uncovering his true face. Fondness first, then trust. Familiarity. Rosa sighed. But was the spell necessary at all? Didn't she already have that with Guilleme? Rosa bit her lip, remembering the warmth of his hand. They had known each other for a long time. It was rather comforting to have someone to mourn with. However, Rosa did find it strange that Guilleme rarely even mentioned Catherine anymore. It was as if he was shedding her off like skin. Again, the pain in her throat resurfaced. Oof. I don't want to remember that. The memory of the needles made her stomach lurch. Oof. Since her friend had died, the Marquis had begun spending all his hours locked in his office. He barely showed himself socially, rarely even attended meals. ... But they were casting his powerful spell, something that might harm Guilleme. What if he was, after all, innocent? She had years of good memories with him. Oh, it's been years? Really? I guess it wasn't really noticeable, but I guess it was years. What was she even expecting to find out? Exactly how could she live with the guilt of 2 dead friends? Rosa sighed. She cared for him. Despite all the suspicions, she knew that much. But Mother was adamant. 3 candles for 3 loves. A fitting curse for a man who frolics in love's domain. Storage, the love for familiars. Philia, the love for friends. And Eros, the love for lust. Open his heart with storage. Unmask him with Philia. Strike him down with Eros. Yet Rosa kept a 4th candle. One she had named Agape. Unconditional love. She didn't know whether she would ever use it. Mother, of course, would object. But just in case Eros successfully struck Guilleme, she wished to light Agape. At least give him peace before. Rosa walked towards Guilleme, a pang of anxiousness biting at her. Rise, my child, my daughter. The work lays ahead. To bring him down, we must find his weakness. Then we attack. Do it for Mother. Okay. Chapter 4, Metamorphosis. Oh, fuck. That keeps scaring me. The second candle's lit. Its name's Philia. The love for friends. The yellow candle shone and danced with her breath. Let this candle burn until its wick is spent. Encourage friendship, bring forth memories. Let me walk in his halls without any suspicion. Let me rummage through his belongings invisibly. His journal. He guards his journal fiercely. I must find it. Oh. Ooh, where are we? Rosa adjusted her coat as she sat on one of the reserved seats. The theater was packed. The air buzzed with excitement. She hadn't realized as many people would come tonight.
Oh, Mother, I wish they would stop staring at me.
And why not? This is Madame Catherine Parid's first solo concierto. Jeez. Her name had been slowly gathering recognition the past few years. It was feasible to expect a full house. Still, the turnout was more than they expected. Paris had taken Rosa and Catherine by surprise. Now we're back in the past again. The sheer number of people and their liveliness were well above the usual sights of their small town. Catherine was obviously thrilled with the opportunity to play in such an esteemed venue for her debut. Rosa tried her best to keep her anxiety under control. True introvert. This was for Catherine. Yes, for her. This was her night. Rosa took a deep breath and released it slowly. It relaxed her.
I hope the show starts soon.
Rosa's eyes drifted towards the stage and then to the throng of people gathered on her far left. In the middle of the huddle stood a familiar shape of a man. He had his back to her, but the posture and the build were unmistakable.
That's Guilleme.
Her heart made a sudden gleeful jump. Ooh. She was delighted that he had made it to Catherine's show. He had been traveling extensively recently. What if she walked over and made sure? Guilleme would greet her kindly. She was sure Catherine would be thrilled to know he was here. ... Oh. Rosa pondered for a bit, reminded of a sudden wince of pain. ... Soon, the master of the ceremonies obliged people to take their seats. Guilleme turned around and walked towards her. He stopped midway and took a seat without noticing her presence. Rosa seemed deep in thought.
What's wrong, sweetheart? Is something bothering you? Nothing, Mother.
Don't lie to me.
I just didn't expect to see him here. That's all.
Oh, I see.
It is the same problem, isn't it?
I'm gonna, like, the way I see it is like Mother is more focused towards Rosa more than anyone else. Like, she doesn't care for anyone else besides Rosa. So I think her main focus for these for these choices would be on Rosa, and to see if how her well-being is doing. So it would probably be like, if does Guilleme's presence upset you?
Of course. Why focus on Catherine's performance when Guilleme is just over there? Well, go on then. Why don't you approach him? Ask him about his travels, his work. Tell him all about the books you've read. And then listen to him talk about Catherine as if the girl is worth gold. As usual.
Oh, I was expecting that. It's always a fun, sudden turn with these choices.
That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oh, you're making your life so complicated, darling. Why do you even bother yourself with these people?
I don't like either of these choices. It's obvious he's never going to look at you. I don't like these choices.
Do you like being so miserable? It saddens me to see you like this. He has eyes only for Catherine. Must you always impose your presence like a little dog? It's not like that, Mother. We're friends. Friends? Darling, friendship is nothing but a shallow kind of relationship. People change friends as easily as the weather. You don't even remember the friends you make at a certain age.
That's kind of true. I can agree with that. I find family is more important. Although she would probably just lean towards herself. I don't know. Like, I could see both ladies going terribly. Friendships do not last. That's not true. Certain friendships do last. Family is more important. Not all the time, but it is the best choice in this situation. Even though it's still trash.
I'm the only one who will care for you forever, darling. A mother's love will endure. This bond can never be broken by time or absence. Family lifts you up. It saves you. Of course you feel this way. You see them often. But when you lose touch, you're left with nothing but a collection of strangers. And believe me, my dear, they will leave. They always leave. You amuse them now, but soon they will abandon you too.
Rosa's tongue felt bitter in her mouth. She was filled with annoyance of her mother. Wasn't happiness as fleeting as friendship? Yet it was not any less real than sadness. Yes, family was important. These familial bonds kept her from losing herself. It was her rock, her foundation. But were these bonds the only constant value? These friends, these were people who accepted her. They shared laughter and tears, their own regrets and dreams. In her heart, she had found a home with them. What more was needed? Rosa's confused feelings began to arrange themselves nearly in her mind. Guilleme and Catherine's happiness were important to her. That was the main thing. She knew they felt the same way for her. Her insecurities were real, but they were insignificant. If anything, they were bittersweet. She had no regrets. For the first time in her life, she wanted to talk back to Mother. Oh shit, do it! She bit her lip, quelling the nerves as she opened her mouth to speak.
I know that.
What?
I know that Catherine matters more to him than I do. I know they might abandon me one day for whatever reason. It might be today, or next year, or even sooner. But that doesn't matter in the long run. I'm happy with them. We've had years together that I will treasure. Like I treasure memories of you too, Mother. My memories of you keep me sustained. That is why I love you. The years we spent together, no matter how fleeting, are still worth something. So let me care for them right now.
Everything changes when the Fire Nation attack. No, everything changes, but nothing is lost. Rosa was sure she had read it somewhere. Rosa waited for Mother to answer with a vicious voice, to burst out screaming at her cheekiness. But no voice came. Oh. Rosa smiled to herself. The lights dimmed. A low hush descended on the pews. Soon. Soon Catherine entered, clad in the loveliest gown and even lovelier smile. She was beautiful. She belonged on the stage. The lights shone on her, but they paled in comparison to her radiance. Catherine bowed to the audience and took a seat in front of the piano. She began to play. Rosa gripped the handle of her seat. She felt urges of emotion with every note. A kind of energy passed through her, touching her skin and making her break into goosebumps. Oh, Catherine. Rosa hadn't known of such an effect before this moment. Music that could so strike the heart as if it was fiddling with the soul. I'm kind of scared of getting a copyright claim now. I'm going to turn that all the way down. Music that could so strike the heart as if it was fiddling with the soul. It was different from practice, different from when she was performing in front of smaller groups. This was a stage, and here was a woman with strings. She was tugging the right keys. She was tugging the right keys, touching your heart with electrifying your soul. Rosa realized she was alone. She wasn't alone on this feeling. The whole room was mesmerized. She looked at the lady beside her seat. She had her hand to her open mouth. A teardrop dangled precariously on her eye. Okay. The man to her left seemed to have forgotten to blink. Rosa beamed and savored a rush of kinship with them. They were experiencing the same emotions with her. It made her love them just a little bit. Rosa closed her eyes and savored the night. A bead of sweat fell from Catherine's chin. She was out of her body now. Her stress from the beginning of the show had thawed and turned into passion. It ran down her fingers to the keys. It did not escape Catherine's notice that the most people in the crowd came to the show to gawk at her. Catherine Period, the one that the infamous Marquis Guilleme had been courting for years. What? Wait, courting? Oh, courting? Didn't he pay for this event? Lucky broad. Catherine Period. I heard she was some pianist. Any good? Who knows? Must be. If even that Marquis is chasing her. Catherine Period. Some female pianist. Pretty face, nice flesh on her. Let us watch her show. Her fingers caressed the keys, playing them with the force of her heart. Did she play to prove them wrong? Her music saturated the theater with her fervor. No, not to prove them wrong. To set it right. Catherine Period is my name. I am more than just a pretty face, and I am playing this piece for you. It is my gift. Let me touch your soul. Rosa felt her eye get moist. This was Catherine's heart transcribed into music. All energy and beauty with the strength of the wind. The mischief of a sudden gale that whips at ladies' skirts and tips gentlemen's hats. The cold breeze that carried the loneliness of the coming winter. Everyone in the audience felt it. Rosa searched for Guilleme's face in the darkness. She couldn't see him clearly. But it didn't matter. She knew what he was feeling. She felt it too. Rosa's heart began to ache. It was a sting she didn't know how to name. Oh. After the show, Rosa greeted Catherine in her backstage dressing room. Ooh, that's a nice dress. She was smothered in flowers from the audience. Sweat glistened on her forehead. Catherine gave her a tight hug.
Congratulations, Kath. You were marvelous on stage. Thank you, Rosa.
Rosie. Big Daddy Rosie. Bioshock. Catherine covered her cheeks with her hands.
I'm still shaking. The excitement from the stage hasn't left. Look at my hands. Oh dear. So I would call this show a success, yes? Pour the champagne, Sherry. It is the night to remember.
Catherine and Rosa hugged again.
Let me just finish up here, Rosa. Then we'll celebrate properly.
Two young, ravishing ladies sampling the best of what Paris has to offer. Is Rosa and Catherine the same age? I wouldn't assume so.
I like it.
Rosa laughed. Just don't go back. Just don't let go of my hand. You might get lost being so starry-eyed. Oh. She was teasing, but smiling brightly all the time. All the same.
I would never. Anyway, shall I meet you outside in a few minutes? Very well. I'll see you later.
Rosa was thankful to leave the backstage area. She had almost forgotten her anxiety during the show, but the backstage was an ill reminder of the crowd. She looked forward to the night ahead, wondering vaguely why she had mentioned Guilleme's presence to Kath. She shrugged it off. It had simply slipped her mind. That was all. Catherine went back to her dressing room, humming as she was about to grab her coat. Oh, yes, this is a lovely episode. Although now that has been said, I feel as though a sudden switch is about to happen. And you'll have to see that in the next episode. So, thank you so much for watching this episode of Cupid, a visual novel. Be sure to look out for the next episode in the coming future, as well as anything else I'll be posting. Also, check out my social media if you're interested in what I have to say, such as updates, random posts here and there. But yeah, my name has been Stunnington, and I'll see you all next time.